All right, so for today, we're gonna be making some personal artwork. No rules, no guides, no limits, just whatever we think is gonna be cool. I already have an image that I think I wanna use, so we can just jump into Photoshop and get editing. So I think I'm gonna end up using this photo of the statue. I don't really have any specific ideas of what I wanna do with it. I do have some ideas, maybe adding some type of text and kind of mangling it together or something kind of fun and interesting behind it. But other than that, I really don't have anything specific. So it's just kind of gonna be a little bit of experimentation and just seeing whatever we can make work and just trying out a couple things and seeing what we can make. So we'll remove the background and get started. So now we should be able to get in and start designing. I did have a phrase that popped into my head while I was kind of removing the background that I'm gonna at least use for now. Maybe I'll change it. Just something simple like nothing lasts forever. Not exactly the most original, but I don't know, just what popped into my head and I'm gonna try not to think about it too much. Like I really wanna play around with like something really big behind it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if maybe we made it like a different weight. And then really, actually I'm gonna bring this up so I can see it. Like I want to like crunch everything together so I can make it like as big as possible. And you know, actually, I think I'm going to make its own word or a layer for each word. Really cram them in there so now we can really blow up these letters. Yeah. So what I want to try doing, this is just a thought, is splitting up the words. So it'd be like on the left side, it would say no, and then on the right side, it would be thing. So like no thing lasts forever, something like that. Could be cool, could be dumb. We're gonna find out. So far this is kind of cool. I think I still need to edit how big the words are and maybe move them around a bit. But I don't know, I feel like this is coming out kind of interesting so far. Might be able to figure something out. This is okay. I think we can do better maybe. Maybe I just need to change up some things. I'm gonna group it together and save it. Just so I have it if I want to use it, but I think I'm gonna try some other stuff. So I'm gonna try moving these around in a different way, like maybe kind of putting one up like this. Like what I'm trying to do is make something that's really pushing the legibility of everything, but not to the point where it's completely illegible, if that makes sense. So like maybe something like this could work, because you can kind of tell that it's an L. You kind of see the S. I might be pushing it a little bit, but I guess that's kind of the idea, isn't it? I just can't quite get it to work in the way that I want. Let's go back to this. So what happens? Maybe what we do with this is we edit some of the weights to give it a little bit more randomness. Maybe that'll help it a little bit. I mean, that's kind of, I think it's a little bit more exciting. I guess this is fun. We can make it actually a little bit more fun if we kind of move these up and down a little bit. Make it a little bit more chaotic. Now we just gotta find a place to put it. I think what I want to do, I think that feels a little bit better. Although, okay, wait. Okay. That might be a little bit more exciting rather than just putting it right in the middle of the piece of paper or the canvas, kind of shifting more to the bottom so it's kind of more weighted in a more interesting way. So something that I do want to try, I'm going to convert our text into a smart object, and I kind of want to play around with the displacement, maybe see if we can make it a little bit more interesting, see if we can get some interesting effects. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's do 100. Let's do a bunch. Let's see how crazy we can make this. Like, that's kind of cool. I don't think it's quite what I want, but I like the idea. Just gotta find the right displacement map. That's okay. I think we can do better though. Holy moly. That's quite something. I wonder, what if we change the color of the text? No. I like how it's becoming like really textured, but maybe our problem isn't the displacement map, but the amount that we're applying. Let me try a couple more, and if that doesn't work, then I'll bring down the intensity and see if we can make something work with that. That's interesting to get like this like grid-like texture. Still a little bit too much though. Let's go to 50 instead. This one was a good one, so let's try that again. Better. Like, that's just so interesting that it shifts the T like up here, but most of it's still pretty legible. It might work. Let's try 15. I think I can work with this. It's still pretty messy and chaotic, but not too much so where it's like completely legible. So let's go with that. So far, so good. I want to make this a bit more contrasted. You know, I haven't even tried that yet, but I want to see what this looks like with a gradient. Not feeling the gradient. Feel like needs something going up, like right here. What though? I don't really know. What I think I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna create a second version of that. Because I'm gonna move this part right here closer. Yeah, more like that. There we go. Maybe move it down. Let's make big circle like this. Actually, let's make it real big. And then let's put some displacement on it and see what kind of insanity we can get. Once again, I'll go back to 100 because we're just gonna see how crazy we can make this. That's very tame. Did I not put the right? No, I did. Interesting. Huh. Let me try one more. Okay, that's doing like absolutely nothing. So let's go to 300 and try it again. I don't know. Why is it just like not doing anything? That's kind of wild. Well, that seems like that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But I am thinking as I do want to put something orange here just to draw some attention. All right, that's okay. I'm trying to think. So something about this space. I'm not sure what. All right, so I was thinking maybe if I can't think of something to put in that spot on the top right, what if I just moved the text so it just filled up that spot and I wouldn't have to worry about it. So now I'm looking at this. Now I'm kind of having to reconsider if I want to go this route or go back to what we had before. I think I'm going to stick with this, but what I want to do, I'm going to undo this just real quick. I'm going to make a copy so that way I can always come back to this layout if I want to. But I'm going to go after this for right now because this feels the most interesting to me. So I'm just going to go with it and we'll find out if this is bad or not. So now that I've done that, I think what I want to do is I want to edit this because I feel like it stands out a little bit. And we could do something to kind of change it up a little bit or give it something. So let's just try a displacement map. Maybe something happens, maybe it doesn't. Holy moly. That's something. Can I like just, I can't. Oh, okay. What happens if I put that below? I mean, generally this is kind of cool. I don't know if it's what I want. So this is kind of what I was trying to do earlier. Like just get kind of like, it almost looks like random splatter. I like this a lot more. So yeah, it's a little bit of an accent, but you can still kind of read all this. I like that. Now I want to go to the filter gallery and see if we can do something else with this image. So maybe this image isn't what I'm gonna do. Maybe something, just another image here. Like I feel like I have like an idea in my mind, but nothing is quite clicking. I think this might work. So now we're just gonna find an image to put here. Okay, I think I have some photographs to use. We'll see. Maybe I have to find some more. Let's just test them out and see what happens. Oh, yeah, it could work. Let me see the other one that I downloaded. So what happens if I had a gradient map? That could work. Might be a little bit clean though. Maybe if we, nope, that's not what I want. Maybe if we do another displacement map, make it a little bit more textured. Yeah, if you haven't figured out, I've been on a big displacement map kick. I don't know, it's been cool and fun to kind of experiment with, so I'm just kind of going with it. I'm having fun. That's a little bit better. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I do want to add some stuff to this. All right, just kind of, so I kind of got the effect mostly where I want. I'm just kind of tweaking it a little bit. Like I like adding noise to the image. It kind of makes it a little bit more grainy. Kind of helps blend in the this kind of halftone effect. Makes it a little bit smoother. I just don't want to do too much or else it kind of goes a little bit crazy. I like to dial in like how much of this is being affected. Just kind of one of those things where each image is a little bit different, so you kind of got to play with it. Yeah, but doing this kind of effect that I figured out, it's really cool because it kind of makes it a little bit more, like it feels like it's glowing rather than just one straight color gradient. Makes it a little bit more exciting. That was unintentional, but because I didn't add a mask to this image, yeah, it goes over this entire orange spot. So it actually added the same texture to the orange spot, which in turn, as you can see like here, you can see where it kind of changes the color a little bit, where it's like brighter here, but darker. So that's kind of like an unintended, nice little tidbit there. But like what I want to do is I want to take a section of this photograph and put it somewhere else, like up here. Can't really see where I'm pointing at. Oh, like up here maybe, or in this area. So I want to just condense everything, but I also don't want to lose what I have going on here. Some like order of operationing this thing. So if we add a second one in, it gets even wilder. So I like the color's a little bit more like bright. So it feels like it's more glowing, but it's starting to kind of make some bands here. So I'm wondering if maybe what we do is we dial this back. Maybe it'll smooth that out just a little bit. Yeah, but it's not, yeah. But if I do that, not doing much. Okay. Change the fill maybe. So I think I can actually live with this. Let's go with that. So now we can do that. Okay, so now whenever I collapse this, convert it to a smart object, okay, doesn't destroy anything. Slight shift in color, but that's okay. I can deal with that. But now I can take this and duplicate it and move it around wherever the hell I want. Maybe make it even like real thin. Okay, I want to try something else. Maybe a thin line, kind of like that. Ooh, what I wanted. Okay, I like that, but actually what I want to do is I want to make it just slightly. And now that I have the mask, I can kind of move this wherever I want. So I think we're almost done. I want to do something up here, but what? That is the question. Actually, there's two things that I want to do before we finish this. So the first thing that I want to do is I just want to play around with some stuff like this. Just kind of throw it on top in some blend modes and just see what happens. Sometimes has like a cool effect, sometimes not so much. Let's try another one. Let's see here. What do I have? Yeah, I think I actually like this better. Turns this white instead of just keeping it black. Now I can just mask out the edges so it's a little bit cleaner. Okay, that's actually better. I like that. I do want to put something up here. I'm going to try something really simple. I think I can make that work, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this slightly smaller. I don't want it to be a focus. I just want it to kind of be there, just to kind of anchor everything, but not draw too much attention to itself. So one last thing I'm going to do, I might end up just undoing this. I don't know. Just because I can. There's a little bit of like subtle differences in the text that I might be able to do something fun in the filter gallery. So I'm just gonna play around with that and see what we can get. I think this might be actually like completely pointless, but every now and then, again, you kind of get something interesting. I just want to test it out. The only thing left to do is to add some textures and we can call it a day. Alrighty, and that is it. This is definitely one of my more grungy and experimental designs, but I had a lot of fun making it and I think it came out pretty cool. Lately, I've been really trying to kind of push myself to experiment more, try new things, and maybe get a little bit uncomfortable and try things that I normally wouldn't. I hope you can kind of see that through my thought process in this design as well as the outcome. But let me know what you guys think about this piece. Was it good? Was it bad? Was there something else I should have done? Something else I should have tried? You know, what would you do? Let me know in the comments. But if you found this video helpful or entertaining, I'd appreciate if you would check out the rest of my channel and then consider subscribing. I hope to see you in the next video.